cats. Why is they parked like that? All goofy in the road. Oh, damn. That's up. Let me drive with some caution then. I just did some trail braking. Thing just picked the bike back up. That's all that do. Yes, sir. Come to my realization that I probably have my camera pointed too high. It's so humid outside. Oh, switch gear in the corner. No, no. Easy way to wipe out, especially if that wheel ain't spinning fast enough. You're asking for an abrupt slide. Let me cruise. What the hell is that, an apartment complex? No. I need to practice using two fingers with my clutch. I got a habit of using both. When I got a habit of putting really 3 on there, pinky up, but it's like you defeat the purpose. Yeah, so I don't even take much for it to lose power. Yeah, I don't even take much for it to lose power. So yeah, I need to practice on 2 fingers. I need to go to Comcast first. Man, that guy look like he ain't know what he wanted to do. Oh, them pullouts, man. That's the scary right there. Somebody pulling out. I mean, it's one thing being on the left lane or the inside lane versus the inside. You got to watch out for those type. But when you're on the outside lane, You got to worry about the people that's turning in front of you. So at the end of the day, there's no sleep. You got to keep your head on the swivel, man, for real though. Always drive like everybody out to get you. Ride like you can't be seen. And I seen a post on Facebook saying loud pipes don't save lives. I'm kind of stuck in between. It's one thing if it's a lot of traffic and you riding fast as hell, going in and out of traffic, and you're doing all that extra shit. That's one thing. But if it's like moderate traffic, see, this when you slow up. You don't know what they're gonna do. You don't know what they're gonna do. He in a rush to get in, he don't care. But yeah, those right there, that's what gets you ate up, especially if you're going fast. You got to keep your hand on the brake, cover them brakes when you're coming up and stuff like that, because that SUV, not to say it would have been his fault, but this bike has a small sight picture. So that SUV that was in front of me, I probably was at the right point where I was blind to that person on the incoming traffic. You know, and it can happen just like that depending on how fast I was going. You know what I mean? And I'm really blind and tucked, and he ain't see that. And as soon as that SUV passed, here he come turning in. Whoa, it can happen just like that. But yeah, back to the topic at hand. Loud pipes save lives. Well, I can contest to, well, not, I don't want to contest, that might not be the right word, but I like to say that loud pipes can save your life. Not like a bulletproof vest save your life, but hey man, if you have to bomb somebody, rev bomb somebody, boom, hey, you're moving into my lane, you saved your life technically, right? They didn't see you. There's a chance you can be in a car blind spot and you see them switching lanes, rev bomb, boom. And then depending on how fast you're going, how loud your pipe's going, I mean, they can possibly hear you coming, you know. But if it's a situation where, you know, they have on music or something like that, then they can't hear you. But you know, the horns on these bikes, those definitely won't save your life. But yeah, man, you gotta rev bomb somebody just to get their attention, just to wake them up if they drifting. So in that respect, the loud pipes, yeah man, they can definitely help prevent accident, you know, in that context. You know, can they save your life? No. I mean, they're not a bulletproof vest. They're not a what's those machines, the little CPR machines, whatever them things is, you know. So no, it can't save your life in that respect. It's not a surgeon, you know. You got a tumor, it's not going to open you up and remove that tumor in that sense, nah. But it is a tool though, you know. A gun is a tool to save your life in the case that you're in a situation. Loud pipes is the same difference, you know. It's a tool to use. If this person right here, you know, just whoop-de-doo in their air conditioning, a lot of these cars are soundproof to a degree, right? You don't hear everything that's in traffic, you know, and they drifting off because they in conversation, and you keep your head like a swivel, right? You know, a bike versus a car, the car is always going to win. So you have to respect the situations. So with that said, you know, with that said, you always got to keep your head on a swivel. And if you're keeping your head on a swivel and you see somebody drifting, rev bomb, boom. You know, I would prefer aftermarket pipes versus factory pipes. They quiet, man. They're quiet. But you know, if you're going with the flow of traffic, you know, everybody's going the same speed, it's almost equivalent to everybody going slow, because everybody going the same speed, you know. But if you're going 100 miles per hour and everybody going 35 miles per hour, loud pipes used as a tool to save your life, nope, not happening. Reaction ain't quick enough. It ain't gonna happen, man. You know. So again, man, it's a tool, man. Loud pipes is a tool. Just like a gun is a tool. You know, loud pipes are not designed to save your life. So in that respect, you know, they don't save your life. But it's what's them things? Oh God, it's like one, I can't think of the word right now. I'll probably think about it in post-production. That, you know, one thing have a certain job, but it also have other uses as well. So yeah, our pipes is, you know, for sound, for looks, you know, horsepower gain if you have a full, you know, a full exhaust. But you know, as a trade-off, it's not the word I'm looking for. God, I can't think of the, oh God, I can't think of the word right now. It's about to make me mad. But damn, it'll come to me. But as that, you know, hey, let me rev bomb because somebody drifted. Oh shit. Damn. Damn it, they closed at fucking 6:30. Oh, I got 5 minutes. Drop that off at Comcast. Get my money. I bought my own modem, Wi-Fi combo. Minus $14 a month. They was charging me to rent their equipment. What a rip off. I remember back in the day it used to be like 10 bucks. Then it used to be like 5 bucks. You know, 14. So when I did the math, $14 a month for 12 months, I think it was like $128. No, $138 something dollars. And shit, I really don't. At least I put half on a modem. I got one of the modems that they prefer. So basically, I got like a $300 modem that's up to 1,000 plus megabytes per second download speed, so it's compatible for a while, versus getting a modem that's 300 megabytes per second or 600, and then I want to increase my data plan. I want to increase my data plan at some point, and then I gotta upgrade my modem because I bought the cheapest modem. And say it's a 300 megabyte per second modem, and then I want a 600 megabyte plan. Oh shit. It ain't gonna work. ain't even got them down. Tied down, boy. High definition headlights save lives. It is a tool though.